Alright, gotta come up with a costume quick. What do I got here? Halloween is irrefutably the best holiday. For kids, it's where you get to saunter up to strangers' doors and demand free candy. And for adults, it's when you get to drink yourself into an altered beast party rampage and act like a kid. Not only that, but unlike Thanksgiving and Christmas, there's no obligation to see your horrible family. It's just you, your friends, the Fresh Prince, and DJ Jazzy Jeff. And all of this is topped off with that wonderful autumn scent in the air, fog machines, scantily clad females, and skeletons as far as the eye can see. It's the happiest night of the year. You'd have to be a complete misanthrope to complain about something so joyous and pure. Yeah. The thing I hate about Halloween parties is everybody has them. Look at this. I got invited to 3 in the same week. I guess I'm just that popular. Now trust me, Endless Jess knows how to have a good time, and I can be one happening dude every once in a while, when I've had time to mentally prepare myself, but 3 bashes in a row? Come on, that's gotta be a drain on anyone's batteries, and that's not even the worst of it, because when it comes to Halloween parties, there's a real big catch-22, and it's right here in the fine print. The cardinal rule. Wear a damn costume. And it's in all caps, no less, lest you doubt how serious people are about this. Now I ask you, what the fuck is this? Aren't I an adult? Aren't I allowed to dress how I want without being shamed for it? Well, not on Halloween. The rules of common courtesy go right out the window. So now I gotta scrounge up all my money and throw together something clever from the hodgepodge of overpriced novelty items at Halloween City. And not only that, but you can't wear the same shit to more than one party because someone is gonna notice. So that's 3 outfits I gotta rack my brain trying to come up with. And I know what you're all thinking, that I'm overreacting. Of course you're supposed to dress up on Halloween, that's half the fun. Yes, I know that. And it is fun to dress silly and act ridiculous. Believe me, I know. It's my job all year round. But when I'm off duty and forcing myself to try and relax long enough to enjoy a raucous evening with friends and loved ones, why you gotta put all this pressure on me? Look, I'm well aware that I am a crazy man, and that the problem here is with me. But I can't help it. First of all, I tend to always be late to every party anyways, because my life is a horrible, sad clusterfuck. I'm antisocial, and I usually don't even wake up until well after midnight. So you're lucky that I even made it to the party in the first place, but if that weren't enough, now I have to deal with the fact that as soon as I walk in the door, the first thing all you people are gonna say to me is, "Where's your costume?" Listen, you spooky dukes, let me be real with you for a second. You know what scares me? What really scares me? People scare me. Parties scare me. I'm a shut-in for a reason, folks. I wake up feeling crappy, and I remember there's a party going on, and that maybe 4 or 5 of my friends will be there, in addition to the 67 strangers and the loud music. So I have to spend time psyching myself up for that, assuring myself that I belong there, that I don't look like a stupid piece of shit, and that people want to see me, so that I can be normal long enough to handle this gauntlet of driving somewhere, and finding a place to park, and walking in, and saying hi to everyone, and being around people all night, and probably have to spend the night there because the only way I can feel normal is to get myself drunk. I don't think most people realize this about me, how weird and psychotic I truly am. I can be on stage in front of 2,000 people, easy, not a problem. I was born for that. But any kind of normal, social situation like a party takes a lot of psychological preparation on my behalf. I gotta go meditate under a waterfall or something before I can summon up the spiritual courage to mingle like a regular person. Every party that I've ever been to is a party that I just barely made it to. After fighting a fucking 3-hour social anxiety, self-consciousness battle against myself in my room. Okay? So you want to take that, and you want to add the stress of me also having to put some elaborate costume together? Well, it don't take a genius in Steiner math to see that with all that factored in, my chances of making it to the party drastically go down. You see, a normal man gets invited to a party and he's got about a 90% chance of making it there. But everybody knows that I'm Endless Jess, the once and future footwear horseshoe kayfabe king, and I ain't normal. So you're looking at a 50% chance at best that I'll make it to the party. But even that percentage is not entirely accurate because you gotta factor in a few other things. First of all, you gotta take that 50% chance and you gotta subtract this little equation right here, which is social anxiety over love for my peeps multiplied by self-consciousness to the power of self-loathing over desperation for human contact. And this handy little equation right here is going to come in very useful if you ever need to determine why someone didn't come to your party. Mathematicians refer to it as the anxiety quotient, and it can be shortened, and I'll show you how to do that later. But first of all, right now, I just got to get this out of the way, and 50% minus this equation equals out to about 33 1/3% chance that I'll make it to the party. So basically, right now, you're looking at a 1 in 3% chance that I'll make it to the party, which means it's a 2 in 3 chance that I won't make it to the party. But even then, even this low percentage is not quite entirely accurate enough because, again, I ain't a normal man. So you have to subtract 5% from this for each of the following factors. Number 1, I am stressed out about not having a costume, and I don't have the money to buy a costume. Number 2, even if I get money together and go to the Halloween store, I know for a fact that it will be awfully crowded in there. And that's going to make me aggravated, agitated, and angry. So that counts for 3. That's a to the power of 3 right there. And lastly, the very simple factor that I just plain goddamn don't want to drive. And that adds up to the sad factor, which equals about 25% chance of me not making it. And 25% chance of me not making it means obviously that there's a 75% chance that I will just stay down here in my basement, which means that I am both literally and metaphorically down in the dumps. So that's D to the power of D, and you got to subtract that from 33 1/3% chance of me making it to the party. So the final equation that we're left with is 50% minus the anxiety quotient, which, as I mentioned before, can be shortened to misanthropy, represented by M, over loneliness, represented by L, and then minus sad to the power of dumps, which is, over there. So now you take all that, and what you're left with is an 8 1/3% chance of me making it to the party, which of course means that for our final percentage, we have a 91 2/3% chance that I will skip this Halloween party, stay right here in my room, hate myself, and make this video. Fuck Halloween.